Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Leilani and today I am going to be doing a full face of makeup using products that are $10 and under. And when I was thinking of video ideas, I was like, well, what's a video that I can actually do? You know, those videos where they're like full face using products I hate and all those things, which I think I'm gonna do that in the future. But I was thinking, what is like an easy video for me to do? And I was thinking, well, cheap products, because that's all I buy are cheap products because I'm cheap and poor. So I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of show everyone how I, glam sort of on a budget. Because there's so much makeup launching and it's so expensive, and every time I see tutorials on Instagram they're using like the new Natasha Denona palette, which is like $129, or they'll use just products that are, even the more affordable products are still expensive for a lot of people. So I thought, why not use products that are cheap? But they do work well. A lot of these products I do use like every day because they're amazing products. So don't think that this is just cheap products that suck video, because it's not. Trust me. These products are good. Most of these products are amazing. I think some of them, I'll talk about the ones that aren't as amazing, but you'll see when I get there. So, before we get into this video, please do subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you join the small little family that I'm trying to create. Please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, or if you're just like a nice person who likes to give people thumbs up. And also comment down below any other video suggestions. What you think of my look, comments, thoughts, just whatever you want to put down there. Go ahead and comment down below. So yeah, that is it. That is my introduction, and now I am going to get into doing my full face. Okay, so before I actually really start this, I'm just going to say right now that I have two products that are over $10. And the only reason why I am saying that one of them is over $10 is because I don't know how much this product actually costs. I could probably find out. Actually, I could find out, but I'm not going to do that. So you can find out yourself if you want to know. So the first product that is over $10, that I know is over $10, is the Urban Decay Eyebrow Gel. And the only reason why I have this is because I stole it from my mom because she doesn't use it. But it's definitely over $10. But it's the most trivial thing in this whole video. You could legitimately use any eyebrow gel. Like any eyebrow gel that's under $10 will still work probably the same way that this one does. But this is the only one I have, and I just never got around to buying another one because I was like, why do I need to buy another one when I can just have this one? So there's that. And then the next product that I'm not sure what the price is, but it seems to me like it's over $10, is this blush brush by Femme Couture. Never heard of that, but that's it. But honestly, those two products are so trivial. Like, you can use any other, you can use stuff from e.l.f. and e.l.f. is always under $10 pretty much. Just whatever you can find that's under $10, go ahead and get that, because these are definitely not needed. Like, these specific products are not needed. So yeah, anyways, let me get into the actual look. Now we're gonna start the actual look. So the first thing that I do is I always do my brows. And for brows, I use the ColourPop Brow Boss in the shade Ash Brown. I don't use black because that would just make my eyebrows look kind of insane. And it's like, I think this is like $6. I got it at Ulta and I love it. I think it's very good. It has a spoolie, and then it just comes up like this, and it's amazing. I love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I'm going to whip past this part because I'm not great at my brows, and nobody wants to see me do my disgusting brows anyways. Also, before I forget, I'm also going to use two other products while doing my brows. So let me get those out. I put them all in a bag, but it's like not organized. So I have the Maybelline concealer in the shade 45, and I literally only use this concealer to conceal my brows. I don't even use it for my under eyes. But yeah, this is the concealer. It's definitely under $10, so don't worry about that. I have this brush that I use for my concealer. And this brush, I can't tell you the specific price for this specific brush because I got it in a set, but I got it in a set off of Wish for $1. And I think shipping was probably like $3 or something like that. So either way, it's way under $10, and it was like a whole bunch of brushes in this set. So yeah, this brush is like dirt cheap, but it works for what I use it for. I use it to conceal for my brows. So I'm going to do that. And then I will come back and I will get to my eyeshadow. So the brows did not turn out how they usually turn out. It was horrible. It was horrific. But I fixed it sort of. I'm just going to turn more to this side of the camera. Anyways, we're just gonna ignore the brows. I don't even have anywhere to go anyways, so I'm just gonna ignore that. But I already primed my eyes with the same concealer, and now I'm going to go ahead and get into my favorite part of makeup, which is eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow palette, I am using the Makeup Revolution Iconic Fever palette. I already did a review on this palette, so if you want to see it, I'm going to link it down below. I promise you I will link this. Like, I'm going to remember to link this, and if I don't, somebody in the comments, if you care, then comment down below and I will do it. So anyways, I am going to take this palette, which is $7, and for my brush I'm going to take this brush that I actually got out of a Profusion palette. So obviously it's under $10. You see, some of the stuff, like, I didn't necessarily buy it individually, but it's got to be under $10, so it still counts. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here and use it as kind of like a powder. I'm just using this shade to set my eye. I saw somebody else use like light eyeshadow to set their eye, or like a white eyeshadow to set their eye, and I was like, that's a great idea. So I'm going to start using that now as a technique. Okay, so the first actual shadow that I'm going to be applying is, ooh, yeah, I did not think this through. I guess I'm just gonna be using this shade right here. It's like one of my favorite transitions. I think it's so pretty. Now I'm going to pack it all over the crease. Next shadow that I'm going to use is this dark brown right here, and I'm going to put, actually no, I'm going to use this like mauvish shade, and I'm going to put that all in the crease as well. Alright, next shade that I'm going to use is now this dark brown shade right here, and I'm going to put that on the outer, y'all know what I'm talking about. The outer thing. I forgot what it's called. I'm not even going to try to figure it out. The outer corner. I'm so dumb. Seriously. Alright. This is turning out way prettier than I thought. So that's amazing. Next I am going to take this really pretty like burnt orangish reddish shimmer shade. I'm going to put that all over the lid just with my finger really quickly. And then, wow, this is just, ooh, okay. If I don't say so myself. And then I am going to go ahead and take this white shade and I'm going to pack it just in the middle of the eye. So I ended up taking that white and just putting it on my finger and just putting it literally in the middle of my lid, and it turned out really cool. I like the effect of like a shine just in the middle of your eye. It just makes it look so much nicer. So I've been doing that lately. So now I'm finally going to get to my actual base. So let me go ahead and put these away. I'm going to come back to shadow though later in the video. Okay, so for primer, I am going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I'm pretty sure that this primer is like $10. It's either $10 or less than that. It's not over $10, I promise you. So I just take that on my face, and this is actually, I mean, I take it on my hand and then I put it on my face. Wow, English, my forte, you know? But this primer is so good. It's so good. I love this primer so much. Just, To me, I think a lot of people spend a lot of money on primers and on, you know, foundation, basically on your, you know, base, because they feel like, well, you know, you might as well spend more money to not look cakey and to look, you know, just kind of flawless. But honestly, you can legitimately spend a fraction of the amount of money that people spend to look flawless if you just know which products to use. It's kind of hard to just look in the cheaper market and think, oh wow, I can just use whatever, because you can't. But if you kind of know which brands to look at, like e.l.f. or Makeup Revolution or ColourPop, you know, some of these brands that are definitely affordable, but also great quality makeup, you know, you're gonna get great products for a fraction of the price that you would be getting if, to me, okay, there's two sides of Ulta. There's bougie, expensive side, and then there's my side. I never go to, okay, so I go into Ulta, and it's usually on my right side where it's like, you know, the Urban Decay and Tarte and Too Faced and Lancome and, you know, all of those brands. And then you go on the other side of the fragrance section and it's then like the affordable brands where like Morphe is and, you know, just all of those brands. I live on that side of Ulta. I live there because Ulta sells, they don't sell horrible products. Like Ulta does not do that. Ulta is too reputable of a store to do that. So you know that if you're gonna go into Ulta and get cheaper makeup, that it's gonna be at least decent quality. It's not gonna be like trash. It's not gonna be like that. So anyways, now that I have primed, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my foundation. And of course, if you're a makeup lover, if you've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about makeup and about cheap makeup, then you know that the Maybelline Fit Me foundation is the end all to be all. People use this foundation no matter what tax bracket they're in. This foundation is bomb. So I have the dewy and smooth like finish of this foundation in 355 Coconut. If there's one thing that I would have to say I hate about this foundation, is that it doesn't have a pump. Using NYX I Can't Stop Won't Stop it's $15, so it's not even that off from, you know, the products in this video. It has a pump and that has changed my life forever. That pump makes me just so happy. So the fact that this doesn't have a pump makes me not use it as much as I used to, but I still love this foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour some onto my hand. And you know, you never know how much you need. Like, you never know. You kind of have to estimate when you pour it out. I hate that about this foundation. Like, I hate that. And I know that probably everyone else who uses this hates it, but it's such a good foundation for such a cheap price that you kind of, you can't have too many complaints about this foundation. And I'm going to be using this brush that I got in the same collection that I mentioned earlier from Wish. So It's definitely under $10. Definitely. It's so funny because I have not used dewy foundation in forever because I'm so used to my NYX foundation. I use my NYX foundation every day. That's the only foundation I use pretty much. And it's matte. And I love that foundation. So it's going to be different to have a dewy foundation on for a video, but we'll see. We'll see. I used to use this foundation every day. But once I got Can't Stop Won't Stop, it was just out. Like, you know, Can't Stop Won't Stop is such a, it's so amazing. But this one is good. Like, I like this. Also, if you want a really dewy look, but you don't want to look oily, I would probably suggest using a different primer. I didn't realize, like, I didn't think of, like, this primer is pretty oily that I have on. And then this is just like a super, you know, dewy finish. But that's okay because we're going to blend it. I know I look like an oily mess. Next in my makeup routine, we're still blending this foundation. Trust me, I would never leave it like this. What I do is I take my Makeup Revolution Pro Fix spray, and this is like $8, I'm pretty sure. And then I have this e.l.f. blending sponge, which is like $4 or $6, something like that. And I spray my sponge with a setting spray. And then I go ahead and I just, you know, blend. Because we need to blend. Because I never leave my foundation like this. Like, are you joking me? The next thing that I'm going to do is conceal. This is so dewy and oily. That's just because I didn't use the right primer with this. But that's okay. We're just going to ignore that. Hopefully I'll be able to set this correctly. So I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C12. This is my go-to concealer. Like, easily my go-to concealer. It's very easy to blend out for me. And pro tip, girls, if you have like darkness on your upper lip, just go ahead and just put some concealer. It'll definitely lighten it up. It's just what I do. This concealer is so good for its price. Makeup Revolution, I know that I keep talking about them on my channel, but it's because I love cheap products that are really good and look really expensive. That's just such a, it's such a nice thing to me that they make their products look as amazing as they do and perform as well as they do for such a low price. Like, I love Makeup Revolution. Easily one of my go-to brands at the moment. Even when, honestly, even if, you know, like when I really start to make a good income, because I know I will, I'm going to speak it into existence. When I really start to, you know, make a good income, I'm definitely still going to be into makeup because makeup is something that I love and really enjoy. Even when I, you know, make a decent income, I'm definitely going to still buy from Makeup Revolution because I think that their products are good. You know, I wouldn't just keep buying products that are cheap but are trash. I don't do that. I'm not going to just spend money on products that are trash because they're cheap. Like, that's not how I work. Like, if I'm going to spend my money, I'm going to spend it on products that are good. So even when I am able to make the money that I would like to make in the future, I will definitely still use Makeup Revolution because they're bomb. See how, like, concealing, I don't know, I see a difference. Concealing on your top lip, you know, if you have issues with like a mustache, you know, all that stuff that girls go through that guys like to make fun of us for, but it's like a real issue. If you have that, I'm telling you, like, just conceal up there. It makes a big, big, big difference. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is I have two of the e.l.f. Beauty Blender things, but this one looks completely different because I only use this for setting powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. This powder is definitely under $10. And I really like this powder. I think it's perfect for brightening. It's definitely not hard to get off, which I had an issue with another primer. I mean, not another primer, another powder like that. It comes with a mirror. I love e.l.f. because they're so cheap, right? But they'll give you a mirror with your cheap stuff. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Powder brush, which I think was $6. And I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly just powder the rest of my face because it's super, super, super dewy, super oily, and I did not want that. So I'm just gonna powder. I have another powder, the Maybelline Fit Me powder. That's kind of more my skin tone, but I'm just gonna use this one for right now because it's working pretty nicely. All right, so while I'm baking, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go back in with the iconic Fever palette from Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to take that same brush that I used, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that white shade that I used, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that into my inner tear duct. And I'm also going to highlight my brows, or my brow bone, with that same shade. Just a little highlight. And then I'm going to, I think I'm going to take this mauve shade because it's so pretty. And I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. I really love this color. I think it's so pretty. You can't see it as much, but I'm telling you, it's really pretty to me. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in with mascara. And I have the Maybelline Big Eyes, the Falsies, this mascara. I'm pretty sure that this is under $10. If it's not, please let me know. Or I think I'll look up the prices, but I'm not sure. But it has an upper lash and a lower lash. I'm pretty sure that it's under $10 because, what am I doing? Because it's Maybelline, but if it's not, I'm gonna feel so bad. But it's still very affordable. It's Maybelline, come on now. So now I'm going to go ahead and dust off that bake. Next, I am going to go ahead and put some color back into my face because I look really washed out and I don't like the washed out look whatsoever. So I'm going to be using a new product that I actually have not used yet, which is this e.l.f. Contour powder set that I just got. I am going to use my Wet n Wild contour brush, which was like $2, dirt cheap, and just go ahead and contour. I've been needing a powder contour because I have a cream contour and that color is amazing, but with this brush, no bueno. So I have to use a powder contour, which honestly I prefer over cream anyways. Okay, so that brought a little color back to my face. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this blush. This blush brings a lot of color back to my face. This is from Juvia's Place. It is, I think it's $8, and it's the Afrique blush. And I have the Afrique palette also, so I didn't know that it was the Afrique blush. It's pretty cool. How is it that I've been using this mirror this whole time, and then when it comes to actually using the blush, I don't use the mirror? My crackhead level is just like soaring. So my next step is definitely highlight. I use eyeshadow for highlight as my go-to highlight. So I use this golden eyeshadow right here in the Velvet Rose palette from Makeup Revolution, which I will be reviewing because I haven't reviewed this. I have not reviewed this. It's either I've reviewed, yeah, I definitely reviewed Iconic Fever, so I will do Velvet Rose soon, and I'm just going to use this shade right here as highlight. I love this highlight because it's definitely soft, and I love soft. I'm gonna use this mirror because it's much bigger. Oh, and again, this highlight is from a palette that is $7, so it's definitely under $10. Alright, so I've highlighted, and again, I like a very subtle highlight because I am scared of highlight. I don't want to look ashy, I don't want to look crazy, so if I have to use a golden eyeshadow from an eyeshadow palette, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So my final step is, of course, my lips, and before anything, I'm going to go ahead and use some chapstick. Okay, so now for actually putting color on my lips, I am going to use the NYX matte lip liner in the shade Cold Brew. This I think was $3. I love this shade as a lip liner. I think every Black woman needs to have a dark brown lip liner. There are a lot of like lipsticks and lip colors that don't work for Black women if you just put it on their lips and nothing else. So having a lip liner, a dark brown lip liner, is magical. Trust me, it's magical. Like, you can make pretty much any lip color work on you, which is just, whoever came up with this idea to like, just, you know, genius, because it makes everything work. It's so amazing. So now I am going to be using these two lip products from BB, and I got this in a set for $7, and there were like 7 to 8 or maybe 6, something around there. Like, there was a good amount of lip products in there. So yeah, these are definitely under $10. So first I'm going to use this matte lip gloss in the shade Dahlia. See, if I had just had this lip color on me and nothing else, like no lip liner, I would legitimately hate it and never wear it. But with the lip liner, it's just perfect. I feel safe, I feel secure, I don't feel crazy. And next, and this is the, actually I have one more step, but you'll see what it is. Anyways, I have the lip gloss in Carnation, and this is a beautiful brown, like brownish, reddish type of lip gloss. That's sparkly. It's really pretty. I love this as a topper. Alright, so here's the final look, and now all I'm going to do is set my face with the setting spray that I used in the video earlier. Alright guys, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am really happy with how this look turned out. This is kind of a typical look for me, honestly, but you know, it's a typical look for a reason because I really like it. Thank you so much again for just tuning in. I hope you guys found some products that you really like that are under $10. Just products that you would start using. I definitely want people to like save money. I think that people like to spend a lot of money on things that are just so unnecessary in makeup because I think that that is what they need to look good. I think that I came up with a very nice look, very put together look, and I definitely did not have to break my bank for this at all. So if I didn't, you can definitely, and by the way, I am not a makeup artist. Like, you saw how I was doing it. Like, I'm not the best at makeup whatsoever. I have so much to learn, but you can finesse any product, well, almost any product. Like, you can finesse a lot of these products that you think are super cheap and just not going to work for you. You can definitely finesse them. It's just about knowing which products to use, how to use them, and, you know, just making it work. So yeah, I hope you guys found products that you like, that won't like break your bank and won't put a dent in your budget, and you know, will probably help you get a lot more makeup products that are actually pretty good. So yeah, again, thank you again for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below, you know, just your thoughts on this look, on the products that I used, if you've used them, like what do you like about them, what do you not like about them, just anything, any other product suggestions that are under $10, that would be dope. Any video suggestions that you might want me to make, yeah, just anything. Yeah, I really had fun doing this video, and I hope you guys had fun watching it, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!